the graduates allowed to go out and be seated ready for your photo session. The chief guest has arrived. I request kindly the graduates to immediately go out and be seated in your allotted photo session places. I request the parents to kindly be seated inside the auditorium. And graduates, after your photo session, kindly stand in your allotted number order in 2 rows and follow the dignitaries for the procession inside the auditorium. I request the audience to kindly stand up. The dignitaries are about to arrive. Kindly give a big round of applause as the dignitaries are arriving. We are here to celebrate Excellencia 2024, the 32nd graduation ceremony of Raja's Dental College and Hospital. Audience, kindly give a big round of applause for the dignitaries and for your wards who are about to receive the dream of the past few years. Audience can be seated. Thank you. Thank you, dignitaries. Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Governor of Goa, respected Chairman Sir, the dignitaries gracing the dais, faculty heads, staff, students, parents, and my dear graduates, a pleasant and a wonderful morning to you all. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. You all believed it, achieved it, and now it's time to cherish and celebrate all your relentless work that has led you so far. Myself, Dr. Grace Lynn.
I am Dr. Amalar Pavam.
We are extremely elated and overwhelmed to host this memorable event, Excellencia 2024.
Graduation is the culmination of all-time energy work that you have put into gaining your qualification, and it's your time to celebrate what you have achieved. To begin this Excellencia 2024 with patriotism and paying due respect to our motherland, let us all evoke for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
You may be seated. Our soul should always stand ajar, ready to welcome ecstatic experiences of this unique gift of life. Today is one such momentous day for you all. I would like to invite our dynamic proactive principal, Sir Dr. Alex Matthews Murupil, a person of immense support, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning to the dignitaries on and off the dais, our esteemed guests, our proud produce, the graduates and postgraduates of Raja's medical institutions and their proud parents who have accompanied them today, our esteemed faculty members who have endeavored and worked hard to reach them where they are today. My dear students, today is a day that we've all been waiting with bated breath. We've been waiting eagerly for this beautiful moment, which I'm sure is going to streak down into the annals in the history of our illustrious institution. On this most special day, we have to grace this occasion. We have amongst us an accomplished author, poet, and jurisprudent, His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of the state of Goa. May I humbly request our chairman, sir, an eminent academician himself, to kindly extend a floral bouquet of our affection to the Honorable Governor to represent our thing and welcome our chief guest of the day. I'm endowed with the rightful duty and envious position to be able to welcome our dear chairman himself and accomplished academician, Professor Dr. Jacob Raja, sir, our commander, to this beautiful August gathering. May I request Dr. J. Christinal, madam, to kindly, may I request our director, sir, to kindly welcome our chairman, sir, with a floral bouquet. On this beautiful occasion, it is my proud privilege to welcome our Managing Director of Raja's Medical Institutions, Mrs. Sabina L. Jacob, madam. Madam has quietly encouraged us and egged us on to perfection in every endeavor. And madam has chosen to, madam, your presence today gives a lot of impetus and encouragement to not just our graduates, but to our all faculty as well. May I request the professor and head of the Department of Anatomy Department, Professor Dr. K. Aruna Shanmugavel, to extend our warmest cordial welcome to our Managing Director. A staunch stalwart of Raja's Medical Institution, a person who has been there right from the beginning, from 1987 till today, has seen every dawn of this institution, is our Director of Raja's Medical Institutions, himself the head of the Department of Oral Maxillofacial Surgery, Professor Dr. I. Pakirat, sir. May I ask Dr. I. Krishnal, madam, Professor and Head of Biochemistry Department, to welcome sir to this gathering. The vice principals of our institution are my brothers in arms and are the staunch supporters in every academic venture and every administrative venture. I've always had I'm fortunate to have the support of the Vice Principal of Academics, Dr. J. Dinakar, who has supported me. I welcome you, sir, cordially. I welcome Gracelyn, madam, to please extend a bouquet of affection to our Vice Principal. A Vice Principal administration is a man of international repute, Dr. Johnson Raja James. May I request Amalur Pavam to kindly extend a warm welcome to Johnson Raja sir as well. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the principals and vice principals of all our sister institutions, Dr. Shankaranand sir, Soni Mol sir, who has joined us today, members of the administration, the administrative officer, Subramaniam sir, the HR manager, Vinay Somaraj, the chief executive officer, Dr. Bala Murugan, the chief operating officer, Babit Moses Wilby, and all our HODs also who have, as I said, toiled relentlessly to see the graduates to where they are today. The parents who have come from far and wide to see this beautiful day, to see your dream come true. Yes, your wards, your sons, your daughter has made your dream come true. Your struggles have come true today. To the graduates, I welcome you not just to this beautiful day, which is going to be a remembered day of your career, but I welcome you to the galaxy of stars in the sky of Raja's alumni. Raja's Old Students Association, a burgeoning alumnus, more than 2,700. You're going to be part of that. You are part of that. The galaxy with stars like Johnson Raja James himself in implantology, international repute. We have Rajesh Ravindranathan of neuromuscular dentistry, Vinod Krishnan of in orthodontics. I'm sure you're also going to be like one of those stellar stars. So I welcome you to a lifetime of reunions. Please do join us back every year. Please be part of the growth of your alma mater. Please add on to its academic growth and its academic journey as we go through this odyssey together. Please be part of small groups of how you can lend back into your own small guidance groups for the college so that you can take us forward. I wish you all the very best in your career. God bless you all. Jai Hind. I also will be failing in my duties if I do not welcome the Bishop of the CSI Church, Butlin, is Father. Father, we welcome you, and it's a proud moment for not just Butlin and her HOD, who's sitting to the right of you, who's made her a gold medalist in Tamil Nadu Medical University. Welcome, sir, and also Father, also welcome to this August gathering.
At this juncture, we are also honored to welcome our principal, Dr. Alex Mathen Murapil sir, to this graduation ceremony. I invite Dr. Crystal ma'am to welcome our principal. It's a much awaited event in every student's life, as it gives the return to the effects put in by the student throughout their academic endeavor. We stand on the brink of a remarkable day, Excellencia 2024, that we will embark upon together, filled with learning, experience, enlightenment. It is a traditional and symbolic to start such a day with lighting of a lamp. Just as light removes darkness, knowledge removes ignorance, and so, contemplating this metamorphical illumination, it's our honor to invite the dignitaries on the stage to kindle the lamp.
Give a big round of applause. Thank you, respected dignitaries.
This distinguished institution, Raja's Dental College and Hospital, has crossed several milestone challenges for more than 3 decades, and yet it stands firm and invincible by the blessings of our founder chairman, Sardar Dr. S.A. Raja, a man who stood for education in the southernmost tip of India. And of course, by the toils of our chairman, sir, Dr. Jacob Raja, a true and an excellent leader, creating a legacy by inspiring others to dream more, learn more, do more, and to become more. Our chairman, sir, is one such unique kind who thrives to provide unparalleled quality education to our students. I request our chairman, sir, to deliver the presidential address.
The most honorable governor of Goa, Sri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, respected managing director of Raja's Medical Institutions, the perennial resource of support in all my life ventures, Mrs. Sabina Jacob, resourceful director, Dr. I. Pakiraj, esteemed principal, Dr. Alex Matthew Murapal, dedicated vice principals, Dr. Johnson Raja James, admin, and Dr. Dinaka, academics, legitimately proud parents, faculties, and my respected police officials who had been our support and guidance throughout this function, and the heroes of this day, our beloved graduates. We should give a big applause to our new graduates. And my warm welcome to our Kanyakumari CSA Bishop. Really, it's a great reward for us that you have come to our institution. Welcome you, sir. My warm and affectionate greetings to you all this morning. The fruit of one's labor can be seen in all the net result of the task undertaken. A tree is chiefly judged by its fruits. Similarly, a fitting acknowledgement of an academic pursuit is discerned in the form of degree, diplomas awarded at the end of the course. Graduation ceremony today marks a major transitional moment in your life. Graduation is only a concept. In real life, every day you graduate. Graduation is a process that goes on until the last day of your life. Today is the culmination of years of hard work, actualization of goals aimed, attained, and acknowledgement of success achieved. It is only fitting that we commemorate today the road that we have all traveled together this last 5 years. You might have encountered some trials and tribulations along the way and have come out stronger. You have experienced exceptional moments, magical moments, and created memories that will be fondly remembered in the years ahead. In fact, graduation is just a phrase, whereas we graduate every day by learning new things in our life. Let me wholeheartedly congratulate the young bright graduates who have turned into dental surgeons today. I see acceleration and sense of achievement in you which you truly deserve after years of hard labor. I also do not fail to notice a sense of pride and fulfillment on the faces of your dear parents. Dear young graduates, we are inordinately proud of you. You are always ready, willing, and more than able to grasp the touch that we bestow upon you. Yours is a future, and you, the world, will come to depend. Some people think that graduation is the end, it's just the beginning. Newton Baker once said, "The man who graduates today and stops learning tomorrow is uneducated the day after." Good health is the gift of God and is sustained by a healthy lifestyle. Oral health is an important component of the overall health profile of an individual. I would like to say, dentist is not expensive, but if you neglect it, it is expensive. It is incumbent on dentists to reinforce the qualities of oral health hygiene among the people in the community. With your professional might, contribute to the cause of humanity and touch and transform the lives of millions who are downtrodden. And I would like to say, dentists make a better place by one smile at a time. And always I request you, always bring smiles in the faces of the poor and the needy. As you leave the portals of this institution today, please be assured that the intellectual, social, and technical skills you acquired here would stand you in good stead. My dear young graduates, I do believe that you remain permit of our community as alumni, and you are going to be the new members of our ROSA alumni. And I appreciate the faculties for having correctly molded you and come out with excellence in the university exams, and laurels for having won in the intercollegiate exams and to different forums. Really a big applause to our faculty members and HODs, because it is of their hard work and dedication that you are standing here for the graduation day. And I appreciate the students for their success in the PG NEET examination also. As Henry David remarked, go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life you have imagined, and may the Lord Almighty continue to give us and direct us to move further to serve the deserved and the unreached. I hope to meet you again as postgraduate student or faculty member in this esteemed institution. I personally congratulate the organizing committee of Excellencia’24, comprising of the principal, the faculty members, the non-teaching staffs, the students, and the interns who have joined hands to ensure the successful conduct of this event. I wish you a good luck and resounding success in all your future endeavors. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for unwavering confidence and dedication to excellence in your words. I am delighted to our chief guest, Sri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, sir, who has warmly accepted our invitation to join us today. He has many feathers in his cap of achievements. He is a successful politician, lawyer, orator, prolific writer, communicator. All this plus he is a highly sensitive poet. We can call him as the governor with a great poetic soul. I request our vibrant Vice Principal Dr. Johnson Raja sir to give intro to our chief guest on this special day.
It is my proud privilege to stand before you to introduce our guest of honor, His Excellence Honorable Governor of Goa, Sri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, a doyen among the Indian diplomats, and it's really a privilege for us, sir, that you have joined us in this August function. Sir was born in Venmani Panchayat of Alappuzha district, Kerala, and he is a successful lawyer, a former politician, an organizer par excellence, an orator, a philanthropist, and a thinker. He graduated in arts from Pandalam NSS College, and he has started his political career right from college days and should be a role model for all of us in this hall. He was an elected office bearer of the college union. He pursued his degree in law from Calicut Law College and completed the course in the year 1978. During his stint in the law college, Sri Pillai was the editor of the college magazine, which marked protest against the emergency. He was elected as the law college union vice chairman, besides elected senate member of the Calicut University. Sir has held very esteemed positions during his long and illustrious career. He was a state convener of the Loktantrik Yuva Morcha. He was the Lok Sangha Samiti activist and its student wing leader, district president and state secretary of the Yuva Morcha, president of the Bar Association of Kozhikode, managing editor of the Jammabhoomi Malayalam Daily, and he was elevated to be the senior central government standing counsel in the High Court of Kerala. He was also the CBA standing counsel in the High Court of Kerala in 2001-2002. Later on, he became the BJP National Executive Member and District President of the Kerala State BJP, State Secretary and State General Secretary also of the Kerala State BJP. He was a Vice President and National Spokesperson for Kerala State BJP, and he became the 21st Governor of Mizoram in 2019 to 2021, and currently he holds the august position of the Governor of the State of Goa. We welcome you with folded hands, sir, to our institution and to deliver the valedictory address.
The president of this function, Professor Dr. Jacob Raja, Dr. Alex Matthews Murpel, Dr. Pakya Raja, Dr. J. Dinakar, Dr. Alex Matthews, and respected spiritual leader of Kanyakumari, Honorable CSI Bishop Tirumeni, distinguished guests, my dear students, and my dear friends. I am extremely happy to attend this function. Actually, first time I am visiting this area. When I reached here, I found that this is a reputed college with, I can say proudly that they are originally from Kerala, and in their Kurichi institution, while I was the governor of Mizoram, I attended one function. Just I am remembering that now. So in the educational field, of course, this institution was started by Sardar Dr. S.A. Raja, and respectfully I pay homage to that great personality. And Dr. Jacob Raja also doing wonderful work in the field of education, especially to the southern part of Tamil Nadu. And I am not mentioning all the names, the professors on the dais, off the dais, doctors, teachers, and students also. You are become graduate this day, that too in the special subject of dental science. My family is concerned. I am very happy to attend this function because my daughter and daughter-in-law are actually dental doctors. One person is practicing in Cochin and other, my daughter-in-law is practicing in Calicut. So my association with this profession is very deep, and still I know the problems of the dental doctors in our country. At the same time, this is a golden opportunity for all of the students here, because now you become graduates, issuing concerned documents with a view to make a response to the society by the doctors. And in the program I had occasion to swearing of oath and another awarding ceremony are also part of this function. What is the difference between a job and a professional's duty? Of course, an employee, a job handling person, getting remuneration out of that, making their livelihood. But what is the difference of a professional? Doctors, lawyers, engineers, all those persons are coming under the category of professionalists, we will call them. There are three important aspects Of course, highly salaried IAS, IPS, and all other job-oriented employments in our country. I would like to say 3 important aspects are there for the professional and differentiate from the other aspects. One is, of course, we all know a profession is concerned inquisitive nature throughout the life. Your doctor is handling with a patient. In your mind, that what type of treatment is required to detect the trouble, the disease, etc., etc. Inquisitive nature, till the last breath or till your last days in the profession, you will have to continue that. That is one of the important things. Secondly, the profession should maintain a standard. That maintaining of the standard is another quality of a professional. And thirdly, hard work. Hard work is concerned. In India, about 2 months back, there was a conference of the students from various spheres throughout India. Indian Prime Minister addressed them finally. 3 aspects he highlighted, 3 mantras I am giving. And what was the mantras, what was the pledge, or what was the advice given by them? First, hard work. Second, hard work. Third, hard work. For the success, hard work is the secret behind the success of every person. This is also a peculiarity of profession. So you are professionalist from today onwards, and I hope, and I am requesting also, you will have to maintain all these things. And I would like to say, last week there was a symposium in our Rajbhavan. Rajbhavan is conducting a symposium in Goa. It was a wonderful feeling to know about the wealth of wisdom, knowledge left behind our ancient doctors. Ancient doctors are concerned, we have not studied much about that aspect. I am requesting your attention to one doctor. Now he is staying, 82-year-old Dr. Cherian from Kerala. And now he is a Padma Shri holder and other things are there. And he is now staying in Chennai. I would like to say he was the first surgeon, heart surgeon in India, conducted heart surgery. Child heart patient also concerned, complete changing of the heart, also first time did by him. And substituting another heart for a patient, also done by him. He is from Kerala. Kerala, I am not saying that he is a Keralite, I am not. But he had occasion to serve the surgery field in almost all nations in the country. He was a doctor in China in that surgery field. US, he was a visiting professor. And UK also. And for 7 countries he served as a special surgeon for the purpose of difficult surgeries and other things. You all know about him. His main activities was in Chennai. I would like to say that now his life is dedicated for the cause of Indian achievements in the ancient India. And I would like to say that I will show you that picture also. He spent his entire amount in putting a statue of our ancient Indian doctors, and found that Maharshi Shishrudas Pradima was put in front of the Melbourne Royal Australian College of Surgeons. And that statue, he spent a huge amount and did it. And now he is on his way to put another statue in Royal College of Surgeons in UK, London. What is the importance of that? Everybody knows that Cherian is the pioneer in the heart surgery field. And recently he has started another hospital in Tiruvalla that also came to, I have no, details are not with me. I would like to see him. But in that aspect, you just look into net, you can see that K.M. Cherian and Shushruta, there is a large detailed account of our ancient system. The world famous Surgery Institute, a statue of Surgeon Shushruta in the Royal Australia College of Surgeons, Melbourne. This is the greatest institution. He established this. And given the banner, given in the statue, it is written that father of surgery in the world. Of course, whether it is developed or not, I am not compelling you people to believe anything. You look into that aspects, then we can see in all fields. Dr. Cherian's photo is also there. Yesterday I want to look into this aspect, and then only I found that this person is doing. He started the career in Christian Medical College Hospital in Vellore. He was a professor there. He did his FRCS in cardiothoracic surgery in 1973 from RSCS while being a migrant in Australia. Also worked in New Zealand and the United States. He worked as a special fellow of pediatric cardiac surgery in Birmingham, Alabama, and under John W. Kicklin in the University of Oregon under Albert Starr. He is an honorable professor in Yugnavo University in China. He was awarded Padma Bhushan by the government of India in 1991. Dr. Cherian is fond of and inspired by Shushruta. So that aspect, if you look into continuation of this, you see even dental surgery was effectively conducted about 600 years prior to Christian AD era. So this tradition is there. So many fields are there. If you look into another aspect in the scientific field, now what important thing is done in scientific field also, I would like to say that J.C. Bose's theory is accepted finally by the Israel University and accepted by the entire world. What was that? The latest finding on the science. Are we aware of that? Jagadish Chandra Bose in 1901, 20th century's first year, starting year, he exhibited everything in front of that world scientist in UK. I would like to say one aspect on that aspect you can understand. Our motherland from time immemorial expounded that plants are sentient beings, through their faculties are dormant, dull and stupefied. About 5,000 years back, these things are there in our country. Just like animals, plants are also having the same type of nervous system and other things. Our ancient findings on plant consciousness are now accepted by the world as true. Sri Jagadish Chandra Bose, the Indian scientist, discovered over a century ago that plants possess a nervous system similar to animals. Sri Bose became the first to use the term plant nerve. Before J.C. Bose, Mr. Agaswala from London claimed that he had reported the phenomenon of vegetable electricity. These are all wonderful things. If a tree is in a danger, he can immediately convey through message. That is why it is called electricity. The danger aspect to the other trees, even though it is far away. We can't visibly see all these things. J.C. Bose tried his level best at that time in 1901 AD. At that time, tried to convince the people. But what happened to it? After 100 years or so, now J.C. Bose experiments are finally accepted by the scientific world in the last year. What happened to India? Why we have not inquired about that aspect? See, J.C. Bose's first experiment went to proving plants had life. He invented the machine crescograph. A crescograph is a mechanical device that measures plant growth and was invented by Indian scientist J.C. Bose in the early 20th century. And through it, he convinced the world the screams of agony of a fresh cabbage while it was being boiled in water. Who witnessed that? You see, Nobel Prize winner George Bernard Shaw. In front of George Bernard Shaw, in boiled water, a cabbage was put. And he convinced the agony of that plant. And then history says, Irish playwright and Nobel Prize winner George Bernard Shaw was a vegetarian. He said to have wept, crying, wept during witnessing the screams of agony of a fresh cabbage while it was being boiled in water by J.C. Bose. Now, under the leadership of evolutionary scientist Professor Lilach Handani of Tel Aviv University, that is in Israel, proved more and more things scientifically, and world accepted the theory put forward by J.C. Bose about 1 century ago. Why Western scientists and Indian setup overlook the details of Sri J.C. Bose detailed experiments in this full vigor is a question requires an answer even now. Now Israel accepted it. Their effort was appreciated by everybody now. That is why I am saying profession is concerned. Innovative nature is the basis of that. And that is why Cherian, a doctor from an ordinary family of Chenganur, and his Vellore Hospital and other places, and I have already taken the countries in which he served. And finally he found that the father of surgery, and 123 items are there, and if you go to the net, you can see the instruments also used for that purpose by 500 years prior to after death of Jesus era. And that is why I am saying now, today onwards, you people are become graduates, responsible citizens, civic conscience should be there, and above all, God fear and serving mentality should be there. Money alone is not the criteria. Money is also needed. For that purpose, we will try our level best. In addition to that, recently I had occasion to read about one gentleman, Sir John Woodruff. I don't know, I am not hurting the feeling of any Hindus or anybody. I would like to say, even Kundalini Shakti and so many things in the practice in the Hindu concept of that Tantra, Mantra, etc., etc. Sir John Woodruff, a person came from UK. He was a judge in the High Court of Calcutta. He wrote 11 books on that Tantra Shastra, and on that basis, all these things are introduced in our country. Recently, about 2 months back, there was a conference of these pujaris, tantric experts in Trishur. I asked them, by inaugurating their conference, I asked a question. Did anybody in this hall heard about Sir John Woodruff? The reply was in negative. I would like to say people are coming from that country, even they studied Sanskrit, or through their English also they made their maximum effort, and 11 tantric books were written by him, even though he has not changed his basic concept of Jesus or anybody, but inquisitive nature in him made this. That books are available now. Again, Britain, some British publishers, they published the book. So the crux of, I would like to say, in your future, you will try like that. Our country is developing day by day. Our concept is also Sarva Dharma Samabhav. All religions are equal, need equal consideration. There won't be any discrimination. Thousands and thousands of years, Sarva Dharma Samabhav. Dharma. What is Dharma? Even Supreme Court, what is the motive put in the emblem? Yada Dharma Stado Jaya. Yado Dharma Stado Jaya is a word from Mahabharata. Mahabharata, Yado Dharma Stado Jaya. That is accepted our apex court in India as its masterpiece, and it is followed that concept. Yado Dharma Stado Jaya. I would like to say why that is put it there. You have all know Mahabharata. Gandhari was the mother of Kauravas. At the time of Kurukshetra Yuddha, that war was going on. Duryodhana found that it is very difficult to win in that war. Then he approached his mother. Mother was a dedicated lady, ideal lady. Her blessing is necessary for the success. Then Duryodhana approached the mother Gandhari and requested for blessing of the war. If we failed in the war, our life will also lost, and please, mother, bless us for the success of the war. Kurukshetra Yuddha. Then the reply of that lady, mother, you see, her slogan given, not you go and succeed. Such a blessing was not given. Given, Yado Dharma Stado Jaya. Where is Dharma is there, you will succeed. Dharma will succeed. And that is why Bhishma stated that if Dharma is there, no need of a ruler. So, supreme Dharma. In the Dharma, of course, certain people are saying that the equivalent word in the English is sometimes religion. Not religion. Religion is, anybody can believe in any religious concept. But Dharma to the human beings. Recently, Marpapa's book, one of his books, it is stated that love, God is love. Now, God is service. Such a book is published. So, service to the human beings is the godly work we are doing. And that concept is accepted by almost all religion in the world now. And especially our Bishop Tirumeni is also present here. God-fearing society is required, and blessings of such persons are required. And inside our mind, dharma should be there, innovative nature should be there. Then you will be able to succeed in your attempt. And I am praying, I wish all of you should come up more and more in the society and assure success in life and your dedication to the nation for the human beings. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for enthralling us by the touch of perfection. I request our pillar of support chairman, Dr. Jacob Raja, sir, to honor our esteemed chief guest, Sri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, sir.
Thank you, sir. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. It will lead to a life which you have inspired for. Dear graduates, the one moment which you all wished for, longed for, and perceived for has come. You are about to receive the reward for your relentless effort for the past few years, and it's time for your awarding ceremony. Before the ceremony begins, I would request the graduates to enter the stage through my right side and exit through the left. Kindly come in an order, in your number order, and follow the instructions of your coordinators. We will now move on to the awarding ceremony. I request the dignitaries to please come forward to award awards. First, we will be moving on to UG Awards for BDS. First, Dr. Abhija P.R., daughter of Mr. G. Prasannan and Mrs. Reena. Give a big hand. Next award goes to Dr. Abhishek C., son of Mr. S. Christopher and Mr. S. Padmaja. Dr. Akash, son of late Mr. John Jesudas and Mrs. Subhata. Dr. Andrew Rubesh, son of Mr. Selvadas and Mrs. Mary Shiba. Dr. Aniruddha Gandhimadi R., daughter of Mr. Ramasubramanian and Dr. Uma Devi. Dr. Anju S., daughter of Mrs. Amridas G. and Mrs. Sahila. Dr. Arshid Khan, son of Mr. Abub Khan and Mrs. Noor Nisha. Dr. Ashima Robert, daughter of Mr. Robert Raj and Mrs. Mini Satyajas. Dr. Ashwini A.J., daughter of Mr. Anbarasa and Mrs. Janagi. Dr. Benison Sam, son of Mr. Marurupa Tirutruva Jabaraj and Mrs. Purnama Jansi Rani. Dr. Bibisha D., daughter of Mr. T. Devraj and Mrs. C. Lata. Dr. Ilampirai Kartiga, daughter of Mr. V. Manigandan and Mrs. M. Kanaga. Dr. Harini S., daughter of Mr. S. Sivakumar and Mrs. S. Anbarasi. Dr. Indu Darshini, daughter of Mr. R. Isakimuthu and Mrs. E. Velamal. Dr. Aishwarya R., daughter of Mr. S. Rajkumar and Mrs. R. Radha. Dr. Jenix Joseph, son of Mr. S. Lazar and Mrs. A. Mary. Dr. Jebba Shaini Shiba, daughter of Mr. S. L. Johnson and Mrs. S. T. Suganti. Dr. Jeffersona Arul Mary, daughter of Mr. B. John Samuel and Mrs. J. Selvi. Dr. Jeffisha Pon Fatima, daughter of Mr. M. Gerald and Mrs. M. Iskelen Lourdes Mary. Dr. Jennifer Josel, daughter of Mr. M. Jose Jurai and Mrs. Lima Jose. Dr. Jayashri Saran, daughter of Mr. T. Sam and Mrs. D. Juliet. Dr. Joel Jayakumar, son of Mr. Jayakumar and Mrs. Jansi. Dr. Georgini B.S., daughter of Mr. L. Bennett and Mrs. Sunita Bennett. Dr. Jomol Jobi, daughter of Mrs. Bindu. Dr. Jumana P.M., daughter of Mr. Mohammed Ghani and Mrs. Sulaika Albanu. Dr. Kartika M., daughter of Mr. K. Mailkar and Mrs. Munishwari. Dr. Meena Shri, daughter of Mr. S. Muthuvel and Mrs. M. Vijayalakshmi. Dr. Meena Devi T., daughter of Mr. K. Tangavel and Mrs. T. Amsavali. Dr. Meera Thomas, daughter of Mr. V. Thomas and Mrs. Preeta Thomas. Dr. Nandini S., daughter of Mr. Sendil Kumar and Mrs. Selvi. Dr. Radhira Jagan, daughter of Mr. Sadiq and Mrs. Fatima Sharan. Dr. Nikita Nair, daughter of Mr. Lanil Kumar and Mrs. Bindu. Dr. Nishant Himna, daughter of Mr. Himna Badusha and Mrs. Nushaiba. Dr. Pradap Chandran, son of Mr. Ravi Chandran and Mrs. Shanti. Dr. Princess Anusha J., daughter of Mr. Jayadurai and Mrs. Angela. Dr. Queen Jojabeth Daniel, daughter of Mr. Daniel Raja and Dr. Victoria Daniel. Dr. Rajalakshmi M., daughter of Mr. Muthukumar and Mrs. Indumadi. Dr. Raji, daughter of Mr. Siva Shankar and Mrs. Prema. Dr. Ramya M., daughter of Mr. Muthu Varivel and Mrs. Vijaya Lakshmi. Dr. Radhimina, daughter of Mr. S. Mahadevan and Mrs. R. Kala Devi. Dr. Reshma M., daughter of Mr. Mohan Gandhi and Mrs. Anita. Dr. Reshma S., daughter of Mr. Suresh and Mrs. Muthu Ramamani. Dr. Reshna U. Raju, daughter of Mr. Raju M. and Mrs. Usha Raju. Dr. Richma E., daughter of Mr. Emerald and Mrs. Letitia John Rose. Dr. Safrin Mehra, daughter of Mr. M. Hussain and Mrs. Jamima Begum. Dr. Shafrin Izapi, daughter of Mr. P. Mohammed and Mrs. Azima Begum. Dr. Sajid Lal, son of Mr. Satya Das and Mrs. Sujata and brother Sarat Lal. Dr. Shakti Babu P., son of Mr. S. Palani Kumar and Mrs. Parvati. Dr. Sangeeta Devi, daughter of Mr. Sangili and Mrs. Sumati. Dr. Sarika S., daughter of Mr. Sebachia Davidson and Mrs. Premalata. Dr. Shamili S., daughter of Mr. Sam Raj and Mrs. B. Lalita. Dr. Shenan Raj, son of Mr. Sujin Jabaraj and Mrs. Jeba Jeshla. Dr. Shivangi B., daughter of Mr. Suresh Kumar and Mrs. Bindu Jaya. Dr. Sri Lakshmi, daughter of Mr. Subhash Chandra Bose and Mrs. Lekha L. Dr. Stephen S., son of Mr. T. Stalin and Mrs. S. Selvi. Dr. Shubhashini Floria, daughter of Mr. S. Tilagandas and Mrs. T. Lima Rose. Dr. Suhir Vasad, son of Mr. K. Paul Prasad and Mrs. A. Maslin. Dr. Susan Augustine, daughter of Mr. Augustine George and Marina Augustine. Dr. Vasupriya P., daughter of Mr. K. Ponvasigaran and Mr. B. Balagomadi. Dr. Venkatanathan, son of Mr. Chinnadurai. Moving on to the postgraduate awards. Dr. Buchanan J.S. from Conservative Dentistry, daughter of Mr. P. John J. Singh and Mrs. P. M. Suja. Dr. Reshma Rahman from the Conservative Dentistry, daughter of Abdul Rahman and Mrs. Ashiya Shirin. Dr. Sheba Shri from the Department of Prosthodontics, daughter of Mr. Raj Srinivasan and Mrs. B. Prabhavati. Dr. Ivan Shirley from the Department of Prosthodontics, daughter of Mr. Aloysius and Mrs. Jayakumari. Dr. Jeffy M. from the Department of Prosthodontics, daughter of Mr. J. Milton Jeba and B. Victoria. Dr. Sri Sahana from the Department of Oral Surgery, daughter of Mr. M. Elango and Mrs. Nalini. Dr. Jayamitran from the Department of Oral Surgery, son of Mr. Saji and Mrs. Vijay Kumari. Dr. Gokulavadi from the Department of Periodontics, daughter of Mr. Rajkumar and Mrs. Badmavadi. Dr. Maria Beulah J. from the Department of Periodontics, daughter of Mr. John J. and Mrs. Kalavadi. Dr. Levin Paul from the Department of Orthodontics, son of Mr. V. Paul Jeba and Mrs. Maliha Joseph. Dr. Mary Violet Jayapriya from the Department of Orthodontics, daughter of Mr. R. Wilson and Mrs. Shanta. Dr. Carolyn from the Department of Oral Pathology, daughter of T. Vidyaraj and Mrs. Lexlin. Dr. Sahaya Reena from the Department of Oral Pathology, daughter of Mr. Nadesan and Mrs. Papa. Moving on to the final gold medalist from the Department of Postgraduate from the university. The first award goes to Dr. Butlin J.S. from Conservative Department, daughter of Mr. D. John J. Singh and Mrs. P.M. Suja Binsala. A big hand for Dr. Butlin. Next award goes to Dr. Sri Sahana from the Department of Oral Surgery, daughter of Mr. M. Ilango and I. Nalini. A big hand for Dr. Sri Sahana. That's all for today. Thank you, respected dignitaries. You may be seated.
Hippocratic Oath is a promise made by the young dentist to do everything possible to help their patients and to have high moral standards to prescribe only the beneficial treatments according to his abilities and judgment to live an exemplary personal and professional life. I request the graduates to rise to swear the Hippocratic Oath. Kindly keep your hands over the chest while swearing the oath. I request our ever supportive director, Dr. Bakira sir, to lead our graduates to swear the Hippocratic Oath.
Good morning to all. Dear graduates, what I read, please repeat. In the name of the suffering humanity, with humility, compassion and dedication to the welfare of the sick, according to the best of my ability and judgment, I will keep this oath. I will be honest with my patients in all medical matters. When this honesty reveals bad news, I will deliver it with sympathy, understanding and tact. I will attempt to provide with information what my patient needs to render effective care. I will provide my patients with alternatives in diagnosis, medical and surgical treatment options, explaining the risks and benefit of aspects of my knowledge. I will encourage my patients to seek medical options other than my own. I will allow my patients to make ultimate decisions about their own care. When they are incapable of decision making, I will accept the decision of their family member. I will provide care to all patients, regardless of sex, race, or economic status. I will volunteer my time to provide free care to the poor, homeless, underprivileged, and helpless. I will not sit in moral judgment on any patient, yet will treat their illness regardless of the circumstances. I will be empathetic to patients suffering from illness caused by alcohol, drugs, or any other forms of self-abuse. I will not terminate patients with dreaded contagious diseases like AIDS. I shall perform medical tests only if there is a reasonable need for a better treatment outcome, not for money. I will not hesitate to refer my patients to other physicians if I am convinced that the treatment is better. I will freely furnish copies of medical records to the patient or their family when duly authorized. I will unto patients and their family what I will do unto myself for my family. I will not explain about patients without their consent. I will strive to instruct them elaborately to obtain a proper informed consent. I will remain a student all my professional life, striving to learn from formal medical sources and from my patients as well. I will apply these lessons to provide better patient care in future. I will treat my professional colleagues with respect and honor. I will not hesitate to testify in case of any forms of malpractice, malfeasance, and fraud. I will defend equal fervor fellow Christians who are unjustly accused of malpractice, malfeasance, and fraud. Thank you for the best.
Thank you, sir. Since now you are a full-fledged doctors, I request graduates to turn your tussle from right to left, symbolically representation of your commitments towards your responsibility, to right to the left. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. The root of joy is gratefulness. It is not a joy that makes us grateful. It is a gratitude that makes us joyful. It's time to wave goodbye 1,000 times to the cheerful, wonderstruck audience with a sign of pride. Now I request energetic Vice Principal Dr. Dinagar sir to deliver the vote of thanks.
Vanakkam, a warm and grateful good afternoon to one and all. Thank you is not just a word, it's more than an emotion. I, on behalf of Rajas Dental College and Hospital, deem it a great honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for the 32nd graduation day ceremony, Excellencia '24. I begin my Thanksgiving note by giving glory to the Almighty God for blessing today's event, Excellencia '24, with a resounding success. First and foremost, our heartfelt thanks to His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Goa, Shri P.S. Sridharan Pillai sir, for kindly consenting to be the chief guest for the 32nd graduation day ceremony of Rajas Dental College and Hospital, Excellencia '24. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation, for awarding the certificates to our graduates, and for your graduation day address. We are all very happy and honored by your graceful presence, sir. Your words of wisdom are a great source of motivation to all of us. Our graduates are very fortunate to receive the certificates from you. Thank you very much, sir. My profound thanks to our Honorable Chairman of Rajah's Medical Institutions, Professor Dr. Jacob Raja, sir, for the inspiring presidential address and for his vision and mission in developing Rajah's Dental College to be an institution of global excellence. Thank you very much, sir. My sincere gratitude to the Honorable Chairperson of Selvam Trust, Madam Mrs. Sophia Raja Amma, in her absence, for the felicitations and wishes she conveyed for today's event, Excellencia '24. I am grateful to our Honorable Managing Director of Rajah's Medical Institutions, respected Mrs. Sabina Jacob, Madam, for her valuable presence today and for her continuous support and encouragement. Thank you, Madam. I thank our Honorable Director of RMI, Professor Dr. I. Bhagiraj, sir, for administering and swearing of Hippocratic oath to the graduates. Thank you, sir. I thank our Honorable Principal of Rajah's Dental College and Hospital, Professor Dr. Alex Matthews, sir, for his inspiring welcome address. Thank you, sir. I thank my friend Vice Principal of Administration, Professor Dr. Johnson Raja, for his positive energy and support and for introducing our chief guest. Thank you, sir. Thanks to the Masters of Ceremony, Dr. Gracelyn and Dr. Amal, for anchoring today's event very effectively. I thank all my professional and fellow colleagues and all the members of the organizing committee of Excellencia '24 for their tireless efforts and hard work in organizing this event successfully. Please give them a big round of applause. Special thanks to the parents and family members of our graduates who have come from different places to participate in this Excellencia '24 and making it a memorable one. Thank you very much to all of you. I thank all our special invitees, dignitaries from our sister institutions, Dr. Shankaranand sir, Soni Molman, and all our sister institutions invitees, government officials, police and security officers, members of the press and media for your participation today. I thank our CEO, Mr. Balamurugan sir, COO, Mr. Babit Moses, HR Manager, Dr. Vineet Soman, Campus Manager, Mr. Bhagavati Perman and Milton, and all the admin staff, technical staffs, support staff, and all our intern volunteers for coordinating and making arrangements to make Excellencia '24 a spectacular event. So I take this opportunity to congratulate each and every one of the graduates for the successful completion of the course. Please kindly stand up, all the graduates, and take a bow. This is a thanksgiving to our institution, to your teachers, to your parents. This final bow like this, please. Please be seated. Parents, and all of you, please give them a big round of applause. Hearty congratulations to all of you. This is not the end of learning. This is end of one phase of learning. You have to do a lifelong learning to keep yourselves updated of the latest and advanced technologies which evolve in time. Godspeed wishes to all of you to become a honest, ethical, and successful dental professionals. Valga Valamudan. Once again, I thank you all for participating in this event. Thank you. Nandri Vanakkam. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring word of thanks. On behalf of the members of the dignitaries gracing the dais and the family of RDC, your well-wishers, we desire that your dreams take you to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your heart has ever known.
It fills the heart with the mixed feelings, fulfillments of sadness, anxiety, eagerness. Say goodbye to the comfortable and secure life within the college walls. I conclude the session with a Tamil quote. Inda naalai vanda naalil marandu povomo, inda alagai endha viliyil kondu selvomo, illam kandu kalluri kondu mayangi nirpomo. RDCians, get ready to march to the beat of world with a sense of achievement, sense of responsibility towards fulfilling your further commitments.
Once again, congratulations and all the very best, dear graduates. Thank you. We have come to the end of this graduation ceremony, Excellencia 2024. Let us all rise up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, respected dignitaries. The audience, kindly please wait in the auditorium. Kindly join we request all the graduates and the parents to join us for today's lunch with us. For the graduates and for the parents, the lunch has been arranged in the exam hall. The coupons you have received, kindly join us for lunch, and thank you for joining us here. Thank you so much.
I request the graduates to return your black gown before 1 p.m.